Well, hi everybody. It's your stay-at-home grandma, and we are knitting, chatting, and I have the coupon link up in the new coupon link up in the description box, and also in the description page on YouTube. I'm just when everybody comes on, I'm gonna roll this on right now, but whenever it comes on, I'm gonna at least show people how to cast on. I have 10. I'll show you in a minute. I'm still one of them people that rolls my yarn because when I pull it out of the skein, it gets all tangled and everything like that. I get all frustrated, so I roll it, and I don't mind rolling it. It's good for my hands. Gives my hands some practice and some use. So how's everybody doing? It is August, August the 1st. We're still doing Christmas in August now. We're making our little Christmas gift. So I'm showing you what to make, and we'll do that tomorrow because I have some reviews to do. I think I'll do the reviews first, and then oh no, we'll see. We will see. So anyway, it rained up until about, well, no, it rained on and off and then it stopped, but it was still cloudy. And up until about, I want to say about 3 o'clock, maybe 2:30, 3 o'clock. And then the sun came out about an hour and a half ago. So that's good. I was happy to see the rain. So are my plants. But they're up on the deck now, safe and sound, away from a lot of the bugs. So, and I'm going to spray them with neem oil and stuff tomorrow morning. I just had to water them really good. A couple of them I've got to take back, but because they died, and everything else seemed to survive, even the heat. So we'll do what we got to do. I think I gotta, yeah, gotta remember that. So anyhow, how's everybody doing? I am doing good. It wasn't hot today. I just turned my air conditioner on a few minutes ago. That's how hot it wasn't. But I'm gonna cool my room down. I did hey Carol, I did all my blankets. Well, not all of them. I do my blankets. It's the first of the month. And for me, the first of the month is wash all the blankets in the house. And of course, every 2 months I change my shower curtains. So it was August, so I changed my shower curtains and the rug and everything. Um, Now I'm doing all the blankets for the month, and so I'm doing the kids' blankets that they have because they hang downstairs. So I'm doing their blankets, and then tomorrow I will do my blankets or my husband's blankets. So what's up, Carol? What'd you fix good? I had my husband bought some kind of turkey something. I don't know what it was. I ate a piece of it. So you know, like I said, I'm waiting for everybody to come on that wants to come on, and then if you want to learn how to knit, I'm going to show you how to cast on tonight. Probably about 7:30. Everybody that wants to come on will come on, and I'll teach you how to cast on. Carol, do you know how to knit? Because if not, you're going to learn today. I don't know who originally said that. Yeah, hey, Trader Joe's is good. I ain't mad at you. I don't know who originally said that, but Joey took that saying, Carol, you're going to learn today. He used to crack me up. Oh, you're going to learn today. He used to crack me up. Okay, well, you're going to learn. Like I said, you're going to learn today. Yeah, he could come out with something. He could say, and it's funny too, because not even he could say things that were old, but you think that they were brand new the way he would say them sometimes. Like I said, that boy used to keep me laughing. Even up till the last week before he died, he had me on the phone laughing. You know. But anyway, um, so you got any knit needles? Oh, okay. You gonna go see your kiddos, huh? Used to nanny them? Well, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. It's always nice when you can go back and you're wanted back. And apparently you were a very good nanny. Get two pencils together. Oh, I'll just show you, and then maybe, I'll show you how to. Then when you get some needles, you know, we'll go on Facebook Live and talk to each other. And if you want to learn, because like I said, I'm just rolling the yarn. I put the new coupon. I have a whole bunch of new ones, but I want to go through them thoroughly. And I was like I said, it's the first of the month for me, so it's cleaning time. I mean, deep cleaning. So anyway, okay, okay. Everybody's, and I thank God for this. But maybe my husband's had COVID. My oldest granddaughter's had COVID. My middle granddaughter has had COVID. My youngest granddaughter, my great granddaughters have not had COVID, and neither have I. Okay, that's good. And they're both doctors. They need a break. Doctors and nurses, this has been no joke for them, I'm sure. I can't help but think, you know, what my mother, although my mother was well, yeah, she was an LPN, but still, there was all hands on deck. I think that there still is. So I think there still is. Unbelievable. I got this right here is part of the my husband's blanket. I'm going to do it blue. He wants it blue and gold. Okay, so I'll show you all the ones that I've done so far. Anesthesiologist. Oh wow. Yep. This has not been easy for anybody. See, because like I said, for me, when they shut us down, I didn't care because I was pretty much home anyway. But for those people that like to go out, I really felt sorry, I think, for the kids, especially because when they didn't have any school, a lot of times, first of all, that's a lot of kids, that's the only place they really get something to eat, number one. Number two, that's a lot of kids social. They don't have social sometimes at home. My kids, my grandkids socialize with each other, so they don't care. But it was just really devastating. It was just really devastating. So I think it taught us what happens in other, when it happens so frequently in other countries like China and stuff like that. You know, you gotta understand we're not untouchable. I think it taught some people that we are not untouchable. Yeah, I think I don't know. I'm not gonna go to Trader Joe's tomorrow, but I probably will go to Trader Joe's over the weekend. We'll see. I got to go to the doctor's, the hand doctor, Thursday. I got to remind my husband too. He's in a quagmire because, see, he must have done some. He did something to his television. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm glad he had you too. I'm glad he had you too because, you know, like I said, he was sicker than he let on. I don't know what happened between him and Liz, and I really don't care. But I mean, that's none of my business. My concern is Liz's little grandbaby. Now, so I stay in touch with her because I like her. I never really met her, and I love her daughter. So and her granddaughter. So, but if I had to choose, I would choose you. And I was hoping that that was what he was going for, but we won't know now. So I have cow I have wood, okay, and I'm going to make a charcuterie board. Not tomorrow, but in a couple of days I'm going to get into the art room. I'm going to finish the art that I started. So I'm going to get into the art room and I'm going to make a charcuterie board. That ought to be fun. Then I was looking at the little boy that you take care of and his charcuterie. And he's liking it, huh? Ate all his grapes. Listen, that's okay. I have cherries in the refrigerator, and I'm making one. Okay, I made the little glass ones. I think I showed you that. I don't know whether you went on or you went off, but I'll show them again tomorrow. But I made the little glass ones. But yeah, hmm if eating, everybody eats with their eyes pretty much, unless they're just so starving that they just completely eat. But I'm telling you, okay, if you make it look fancy for a kid and stuff like that, they'll eat it. They will eat it because I know when I get off tonight, I'm gonna make my little cherries and some cheese and you know because I'll eat that tomorrow. I'm not eating that sandwich. It's just you know no, but I like your charcuterie boards. I love your charcuterie boards. I'm gonna try to address that angle of it after I make the boards. So we'll see. Then I'll take pictures. Yes, I will take pictures, and then you can tell me what's right and what's wrong. Yeah, I'm looking. Hopefully, coming if my doctor lets me, and my granddaughter takes some time off. I'm gonna go to New York and visit my cousin for the day, and then I'm not spending the night doing anything like that. I'm just gonna visit her for the day. Then we'll move on and go to Well, I was going to visit some relatives in Connecticut, but I think I'll just come straight to Boston and visit my daughter and and you and everything like that. So I guess I don't know. We'll make plans when my doctor says it's okay. You know, but I have to visit Liz and her and Josie and the baby Lena. So that ought to be good. I want to go to Marcus Samuelson's restaurant. He's one of the chefs on. I think he's an Iron Chef now because I don't remember when it happened, but just recently, in recent months, I was watching the Iron Chef, and he was on the Iron Chef, but I'm not sure because I never saw him win. I saw Alice Bonicelli and everybody else win, but there was a gap between, I guess, that and a lot of places shut down for a minute. But I want to go to his restaurant so bad. He's the one I, and the thing is, I have never had his cuisine, you know, so I'm really dying to taste it, and I've never tried to taste to cook that cuisine either. Well, actually, because his is the first book that I had, and his is it's right here. It's Black Cooks and Soul American Food. But he's a brilliant chef. They all are. Um, Marcus Samuelson is, Bobby Flay is. Um, they are. They just are. I like watching them cook, and they give you good ideas. I really like the kitchen. Now that's what I like is the kitchen. Um, because they give you things like breakfast foods and quick foods to make that are out of this world. But my girlfriend, friend of mine, gave me a recipe for pasta pizza. So I made it, and my kids liked it. In fact, my granddaughter loved it because she just asked me, "When are you gonna make that again?" I said, "Okay, I'll probably make it this week." And it's a one pan deal. Well, it is not really a one pot deal because some people will cook their pasta in the water and stuff like that, and in the juices of the tomatoes and stuff like that. I don't do that. I put my pasta first, and then I put it in. So it's a two-pot deal for me, but still, and then it has you know, hamburger and the pasta and the sauce and the cheese and the pepperoni, and it takes all of a half an hour to make. I love one pan deal. But I have to, yeah, I have to cook my pasta separately. I won't. And the other thing I've seen people do is rice in the same dish, and I have to cook my rice separately. I'll mix it together with with everything after, but no. But especially like one pan deals in the summertime, or one pan deals when I don't feel like cooking, which is mostly in the summertime because once it gets cool around mid September, I'm ready. And you should have seen. Well, like I said, I don't know whether you were on here, but I got my plants back up on the deck. Some of them were just completely drooping because there's bugs back there in that yard, and they weren't bringing them on the deck. And they looked at me like, "Why did you let him take? Why did you?" And I said, "Why did you let him move us?" And I'm like, "I didn't let him move. We had to move because he had to fix the roof. Then they had to paint the deck. So now you're back. So I'm going to take care of you." So I'm going to. Yep. I don't blame you. Hey Ray, how you doing, Ray? What's up? Ray's in the house. I'm rolling a ball to. I'm gonna show you how to cast on in a few minutes. I'm just rolling this ball. Some people, like I said, I still roll my balls. Well, I still roll my yarn. Let me not say that. No, you got to be careful what you say nowadays. I was listening to some girl today, and she was talking about how she loves rainbows, but she's scared to say it because, she said, are you gay? People, and she's like, no, I like rainbows. I do too, actually. I like to see the rainbow after it rains. No, this is new yarn, and I'm just rolling it. And as soon as I get it rolled, it's almost done. Then I'll show you everything that I've done so far. Then I'm going to show you how to cast on and then do just the knitting stitch. And if you need to do it again, I'll do it again. Do you have knit needles, Ray? Carol, when you come back, I'm going to leave you alone right now because you get ready to go on vacay. But when you come back, I want you to buy some knit needles. I don't care where you get them, secondhand store, new, get some plastic ones, but you're going to knit. I'm like so ready for summer to be over. I am. I can't wait to what you laughing at? What you laughing at, Carol? No, you're not laughing. Like I said, you're gonna learn today. We're almost to the end. She's an expert in knitting. See, I'm not. My mother was an expert in knitting and crocheting, and she knitted like forests and deer and all that kind of stuff that you see them. You might not see them recently on, unless you go overseas now, you may see them, but you really don't see them too much on sweaters now. But like I said, I don't get around like that. So maybe in some of the more particular stores like Nordstrom's or, something like that. Oh no, I'm not an expert in crocheting, but like I said, I'm learning. That is my goal this year, to learn how to crochet and to start to do pottery again. I have to relearn some things, and that's one of the things that I've got to relearn is pot. Not so much the pottery, but some of the instruments that go with it and stuff like that. Well, I know she does better than I do because I am not an expert, and I have come to the end. So these are the ones that I did so far, and there's smaller squares, but this is my husband's blanket. So there's 10 of these. I did 10 of these. I'm going to do 10 gold ones. So without further ado, I don't. What did they think? I was the only one that could sew? Most people, especially in New England, are from long lines of seamstress and whatever. Because most people, okay, and I know now, about your family a little bit. Most people came from the old country, some old country somewhere, okay? Although my mother was born here, her father came from Portugal. So, you know what I mean? And most people are fishermen, were fishermen, were restaurateurs, were barbershops, or had grocery stores, and most of those people in New England were lobster fish, did lobstering and crabbing and all that other kind of stuff. So I don't know why people are, and especially Joey, he comes from New England. Every other person he met did something older. You know what I mean? Even his age. Okay, so we're gonna cast on. So I did two stitches. I'm gonna take this stitch, I'm going to cast on is real easy. Just don't make it, there's four. I got to count because I'm going to put 20 stitches on. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Again, see, loop it over your thumb. 15, loop it over your thumb and stick that in. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah. All right. In my family, okay, before, nobody in my, none of the older people, like my grandfather, my grand uncle, my great uncle, and none of them had any education. They might have finished high school, I don't know. Okay. But when they started coming to New England, okay, because my grandfather stayed in Virginia for a few years. I don't know where, but but they came into. Yes, you can do that. See, it's real easy. Okay, so now that I've cast these on, let me just finish this. When he came to New England, I believe he did fishing first. I don't know because, like I said, I he came to New England long before I was even born because my mother and them were kids, but he got it. He bought some land. He had a farm, so he did farming because I stole the tractor when I was 12. Yes, I did. That's another story for another time. But that's what he did. And my grandmother sewed and everything. So I mean, did everything. I mean, everything, because like I said, I don't mean to beat this into a dead horse, but I'm 74 years old. So everything when I was a kid was made at home. When we went to the store, we went to the A&P, okay? And I don't think that there anyone, and it's Atlantic Pacific something, but I don't even think there isn't any more A&Ps. I know that. And the A&P was about as big as, they're not even, is Store 24, by the way, Carol, is Store 24 still open? Because Store 24 was what took over the A&P, and when it first came in. So it was like one big room. We had like 4 or 5 cereals to pick from and everything like that. Now you're going in, you got a whole row of cereal and all kinds of milk. We had one, I believe we had one type of milk, and that was Hood's milk. We might have had two, but I know it was one. I know that my father, because he had the store, dealt with Hood. We had like grape soda, orange soda, root beer. Then we had Coke and Pepsi. I don't know which came first, Coke or Pepsi. We had like maybe cherry. We had sarsaparilla, ginger ale, and I don't think we had a whole bunch of sodas either. Okay, so we cast that on. So now we're gonna knit. Oh, okay, all right. Well, I was trying to have you understand, but then all the little mini stores like Store 24. Well, we have Wawa's here. I forget what the other stores are because I usually just go to Wawa's, but they're big stores, even though they're not department stores or grocery stores. They're big stores, but our store wasn't even that big. So you made everything. Okay, this is your first step. You're gonna stick this through here. You're gonna pull this over, and then you're gonna wait a minute. Let me do this right. Because stick this through here, and make sure that you don't get you know, have anything except this. Okay, then you're gonna pull this over like this, yarn over, and pull this through like this. Again, You're going to stick this through. Make sure you have this. You're going to pull this through. Okay. You're going to do a whole bunch. Again, you're going to stick this through this little hole. Make sure you don't get any of the thread or anything like that. Make sure that you can see through this hole. Like this. Can you see that? Then you're going to put this yarn over like this. And then you're going to pull this through. Very easy. I have a friend, as she comes on, she knits and she does, see, and I am a knitter. I'm a basic stitch knitter too. I actually now am formulating my own patterns. Or I'll take a pattern and do it my way. Because I'm not doing all them fancy. Okay, we're going to do this again. This is through the hole. Put this yarn over there. And put this like this. I'm going to try to get this out of the way so you can see this. Okay. Get my fingers out of the way better. Okay, so that's why when you cast on, you don't cast on and make it really tight because it makes it hard. Okay, so you're going to take this yarn, pull it over the needle like that, and then pull this through. Have you got that yet, you think? Because what you can do, Ray, if you don't have any needles, buy a cheap pair. Okay, and just go to the dollar store and get some cheap yarn. Because I'm going to come on every Monday unless I'm sick or something. Okay, ready again? Now make sure that it doesn't go through the yarn because sometimes it does, so that it splits. See this? Over. Yeah, because you have to have something to knit to. Watching this? And like I said, make sure that it doesn't go through the yarn. Pull this up just a little bit. Because like I said, if you cast on real tight, it's hard to do at least the first line of stitching. The first row of stitching. Oh, so now I lost that one, so I got to go back. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. In the description box in YouTube and I think and Facebook and everything, there is more coupons for you to look at. Coupon site. I'm putting them on little by little, and then I'll run them together down on the bottom of the description box after I get them all, because I'm actually looking at them and making sure that's what we need. I also have to put some more of the when you get in the bottom of the page in the description box is a lot of coupons that you can write to the company for. And they're giving away a lot of coupons right now. Well, clearly they understand that there's a recession. So, Yeah, Carol, please. You need as many coupon sites as you can get. The more money you can save, the more money you go away with. And I mean, because like I use, everybody buys things they don't need. Yeah, Leah's deals is the bomb. But I also use, I'll tell you in a minute. I just want to finish this one and then take a break and then I'll come back and I'll do some more. So then that is row one. Oh, okay. I let mine expire too. And that's row one. Now let me tell you, what I have. Let's see. I have Fetch, and when you go on Fetch, it's in my description box in my YouTube page. Um, if you go on Fetch and you join, well, Ray, you already did. Who the heck is that? Let me see what this is. If I can find my phone, it's buried here somewhere. Oh, it's my granddaughter. Let me just take this. Hello? Hey, sweetie. Oh, Mildred wanted to know if you wanted some work. Yeah, she's cleaning out houses when people move out, and she wanted to know if you wanted to help her. Yeah, that's true too. Well, you'll have to go with her because hmm, she just did one, and I'm online right now, but I'll talk to her because she's coming over tomorrow, so I'll have her call. I just wanted to give you a number, but I just wanted to ask you first. All right, honey. Bye bye. Bye bye. That was my granddaughter. I had to talk to her. Anyway, I'm sorry about that. So then I have Fetch and Raise on Fetch, and I do good with that because I'm ready to cash it in again. And then I have what is this? I have to. No, I don't know what the name of this is. Oh, Hog. Yeah, it is a process, but hey, and I have Hog, and I'll send you the link for that. I'll put it up in the description box. I have also receipts, receiptpal.com, but I'm getting ready to get off them because they're not doing so good. They're actually going down, kind of. So I'm gonna try to find some other ones. I'm gonna try to find some other ones and see. But from what I understand, and maybe I got it wrong and I have to ask my girlfriend again, they're gonna take the expiration dates off the canned goods because people have been complaining about that because when I was growing up, we didn't have the expiration dates on the canned good. You knew when the can was bad, when the can blew up, or when it bulked, you know what I mean? And it you know, would start to grow, so to speak. But my mother and people can food. And like I said, rice lasts forever, pastas last forever, so I'm not understanding a lot of this. And I think it's because, they want you to buy more food. You know what I mean? And I think somebody's been complaining about it. Yeah. But I mean, it was old. And my mother had it way in the back of the cabinet, and it had been there for maybe about 10 years, and she forgot about it and it blew up. Yeah, they do. I mean, they actually just completely blow up. I've not had one blow up on me in recent years, but I've had one blow up on me years ago for the same reason. I put it in the back somewhere. But yeah. So this is the second row. So I think if everybody's in agreement that the first thing we can make together, if you want to, it doesn't have to be next week, it's when you want to, you just tell me, is a little dish rag. And to be perfectly honest with you, they make good Christmas presents. Good ones. Yeah. I mean, but it's just like canning. Canning is vacuum sealed and stuff like that. Those cans can last for 5 or 6 years. So, I mean, it's really just like I said, it's a gain for them, because they want people to buy things. But anyway, so I'm doing the second row now. So what do you think about that, Ray and Carol? Do you think that we can make a dishcloth? I can show you how to make a dishcloth. I'll tell you what to buy. Well, I mean, in the summertime and towards the fall, I like fresh vegetables, but you can't always get fresh vegetables. And now they're saying, okay, I think that would be good. Just a plain dishcloth, knit and purl, 2 stitches. This is a knit, so to speak, but I'll show you how to knit and purl next week. Okay, 2 stitches, or actually, we can just do 1 stitch on it, and it's about, I want to say, I have to get my book. It's about this tall and about this wide. If you wait a minute, I'll go get the material. I mean, I'll get the yarn so you'll know what it is. Be good, behave. I'll be right back. Okay, I can't find it right now. It's in one of the bins. But what I'll do when I come on tomorrow night, I will, hey, at it again, how you doing? I will show you which yarn it is so that you can go and you can buy it, because all yarns are not for washing dishes. So I will show you the yarn and then you can buy it. So hey, at it again, what's up? So now we've got two rows done. We're practicing knitting at it again. And so what we're going to do next Monday night when I come on, if you want to, what did I do with my glasses? I can lose anything here. Oh, yeah, here they are. Hey, Nene. How are you? Welcome in. What we're going to do, we're going to start with the beginning. I'll add it again, and Nene too. I don't know whether you knit or not. I showed her how to cast on. I'll show you again, but I've already started this, so that if you want to learn how to knit, we're going to come on every Monday night. And next Monday night, we're going to start out with making a dishcloth. I journeyed over to the other side of my room in my baskets to go see if I could find some yarn that you can actually make a dishcloth out of, because all things are not made, all yarn is not for washing dishes. However, I didn't find it. I didn't want to leave you all here. So, well, I'll find it and have it out, because I'm coming on tomorrow night. And what I'll probably do too is take a picture of it and have it in my description box, so we can make it. So if you want to come on and you want to knit and you want to just make a cloth, just a regular cloth, I'll show you how to do that. And we will just do it with just one stitch, and that would be the knit stitch, the garter stitch. Thank you, Ray. We'll do the garter stitch. Just do it with one stitch, and then when that's done, then when everybody's done with that one, then we will progress into something else. Okay, and then we'll learn two stitches. Now, again, I am a basic knitter. I do not do a whole bunch of stitches. I have books and things like that. I have, but because of the stroke, I had to kind of learn all over again. I don't know, she's not on tonight, but one of my friends who knits, she pretty much does basic knitting, but she knits beautifully. And she's just decided she's not doing all them fancy stitches, and I'm not either. That was my mother's job. She did all those little fancy stitches and everything like that. And I did when the kids were young and stuff like that. But I make ponchos, I make shawls, I make sweaters, I make Afghans, little blankets, and I do things like that. I'm not going to actually get into anything that's time consuming, because I have other things I have to do. So, having said that, if you want to learn, come in. Like I said, that's the second one, and I'm going to show you the knit stitch. If you haven't done it, I'm going to show you this one right now. I just needed to get. Okay. So this is the knit stitch. And so far I've done 2 rows. And since everybody's on here, and hey, at it again. I meant to tell you, you had asked about us doing some kind of cooking together. Let's discuss that. But we can do that. We can do that, because my poncho is a knit and purl thing. It's one, you know what I mean? It just like the triangle goes. It's like one knit, then 2 knits, whatever. I can show you how to do a poncho. If you want to just do it in a knit stitch, I'll show you how to do a poncho, show you how to sew it together, and you got it. Okay, so this is what we do. So this is the knit stitch for anybody that doesn't know how to knit. Stick this through the hole. Then bring this over like this. Make sure that you don't get any of the holes underneath, like any of the other knit stitches. So make sure that this is down so that you don't get any of the other stitches. Because you have to go back sometime. I mean, I've done it, and I've been knitting for years. Okay, all right. Just let me know when you want to do it. Because we've been doing cooking challenges. So you can be the sixth one during your break. It's not as hard as people seem to think it. It can get hard and cumbersome if you do. I'm going to bring my book next time and I'll show you some of the stitches and stuff like that. And I can do those stitches. But it gets, for me, it's not a memory thing or anything. It's just that I'm not going to do a whole lot anymore when it comes to those kinds of things. I'm going to do the basic things. Now, this year I am going to learn how to crochet. So my friend should be back. So I'm going to learn how to crochet. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to do a whole bunch of stitches because that requires me remembering that I had to do these whole stitches. So I do up to 4 stitches. Okay? And that's just about it. That's all my memory can take right now. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to learn how to, and my mother did both. My mother tried to teach me how to crochet, and I said, nah. You know what I mean? I like knitting. And I think it's because I like using both hands. Okay, honey. Talk to you soon, Carol. Bye, Carol. Thanks for coming in. Love you. I'm trying not to cover that so you can see it going over, but it's hard, so. And you know what? If you want to come in, you can come in. I'll bring the screen down again. And Ray, you can come in. You don't have to show yourself. I like things that are knitted too. They're warm because lots of times, when you buy sweaters, at least that's what I think, okay? They're not the same anymore either. They're really lightweight and things like that. So it's like you got to have 2 sweaters, you know, in order to feel warm. I dropped the link on if you want to come on. You know what I mean? And I can't. So that's 3. I'm making a blanket for my husband. I made all my grandchildren blankets. I did 10 of these, and he wants blue and gold, so I'm doing these. I have it in my mind how I want it. I'm going to do the plain blue, the plain gold, and then mix the blue with the gold. So, we'll see what happens. I have it in my mind how I want to lay it out, but we'll see. So that's the 3rd row. I'm doing 20 rows. So I'm doing the fourth row, and this is a knit. Oh, thank you. Yeah, yeah. You can actually do it. That's for another time, the whole thing, but you can combine the stitches in one sweater, or you can do patches. Okay. But that's for another time. It's not really that hard, but it, you just have, I'll show you how to do it when we get there. Let's get to the dishcloth. So this is the fourth stitch. And like I said, I do it in fives because it's easier for me to remember. For about a year after I had the stroke, I did not pick up a knitting needle. And then I started picking it up again. So that's 4. And then this one is 5. No, I know. And see, but once you get the part that it's not really that hard, yeah, it's, because like I said, when my mother first started teaching me, I wanted to make what she was making. And she was like, slow down, So remember, this is the yarn over. That's a knit. Insert, yarn over. Oh, what, you can't see it? Okay, I'm sorry. That better? It is easy. It really is easier than it looks. Some people, like I said, really go into really intricate things. I don't anymore. Yep. You could be sitting down watching television. And now that's 5 rows. Oh, okay. Well, I don't have cable either. I have Fire Stick. I do not have cable. I refuse. And that's 5 rows. And this is just the knit stitch. Now I know people that do 2 or 3 things at one time. They'll knit on a few. I can only do one knit project at a time. All right. So, like I said, this is the gold, and this is the yellow. I mean, the blue. And I got 10 of these done. Then I'll get 10 of the gold done, and then I will do half blue, half yellow, or half gold. And I'll do all that with you all so that you can see it. No, I haven't had cable in about, well, I think almost 4 years. I gotta give my hands a rest for a minute. I switched to Fire Stick. I have, well, two. I have T-Mobile, so I have Netflix and something else for free. And then because I have um, Amazon Prime, I have Prime for free. And then they have a lot of free channels on there, so you can get a couple of free channels. Well, I have Sling because I like the cooking channel, but then there's a lot of free channels that have cooking on too. So that's what I've done. That's what I like. And it's funny because at one particular time I really didn't even watch television, but I do watch some things. Yeah. So yeah, you know what I'm saying. It doesn't. It makes no sense to me to have cable. All right, your mind has to take a break. Your mind has to take a break. Thank you for the colors are nice. I would actually show you my granddaughter's blanket, but she two of the blankets that I made them, they're in the wash right now. I'm washing blankets. I do that at the beginning of the month every month. I put the wash the blankets. Let me see. I might get. Well, let me just see because it might be. It might be. There might be. I don't know which I put in the dryer and which I did. I'll be right back. I can show you one. I think. I'll be right back. I'm back. Those weren't in the dryer. They're going in nets. So I bought in the shawls that I made. I'll tell you, Ray. You know everybody. Well, Ray, you know I took my shower and I'm ready for bed already, right? Let me see. Oh, you're an empty nester? What happened? Let me just catch up with the. Yeah, I do what I can. I just try to do something every day. So this is the shawl that I made, and this was all. No, this was knitting and purling, and I made it real big so that when I'm watching television or something like that, or I'm in my craft room. Yeah, I know. I know how you feel, honey. So this is how this goes. It's really big. Yes, I know. I turn into a pumpkin. Yes, I do after 9 o'clock. Yes, I do. So I took my bath, took my shower. It took me about a week. Let me bring this down. This is really long, but I wanted it long because, you know, when I'm in the room and stuff like that and it's cold and seeing, I like to have the window open. I'm a nut, I know. And so this wraps all the way around me. So yeah, this is it. And then I just, this was just oranges and browns that I had left over. And it's kind of old, but it's on my banister. I'm trying to get my leg on my banister out there. I leave it out there because I can. If I'm not mistaken, I made this 3 years ago, and I think it took me about 2 weeks. But like I said, I don't make like a lot of my friends. They knit. Yeah, it is. It's nice and warm. It is. They knit two or three things at a time. I can't. I can't think that far ahead. So you know, and I don't really want to. I don't really want to. I just like knitting things and getting it over with. So, anywho, you know what time it is, Ray? Ray will tell you I turn into a pumpkin after about 9 o'clock. So, I mean, I'm ready for bed. I just have to do a couple of things and, you know, brush my teeth. And I did everything else. I took my shower and everything like that. I have to put some more things in the dryer. The blankets that I wanted to show you, but maybe I'll show you tomorrow night because I'm coming on tomorrow night. And yep, it's warm. That's the most important thing, you know. But I will be on tomorrow night. I'm coming on with reviews and finishing up the crafting, and then I will have the on tomorrow night. As a matter of fact, I'll dig it out after because it's in one of my bins, and those bins are like nice and neat and everything like that. So I've got to take them out and put them back the way I put them put them in. You know. All right. So I'm going to say good night to everybody. I love you. God bless. Stay safe. Hold your families close. Even if you're an empty nester, hold them close but away. And take care. And I'll see you tomorrow, God willing, in the creek don't rise. Love you.